Today, from Las Vegas, Nevada, Super Bowl 58. It's the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the Chicago Bears.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Tonight, it is all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it will be the AFC champion Las Vegas Raiders taking on the NFC champions, the Chicago Bears. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, it didn't happen for more than 50 years. Then the Bucs played the Super Bowl in Tampa. The Rams played in L.A. And now here are the Raiders in their home stadium in Las Vegas.
And what an accomplishment this would be. You think about all the Raider fans back in the Bay Area, in Southern California, and of course in Las Vegas now, who have longed for this day. The Raiders going for their first title since beating Washington in January of 1984.
And meanwhile, for the Bears, it's been a long, dry spell for them. They were last in the big game in 2007 and had their only victory way back in 1986.
And partner, while we understand the Bears haven't been here very often, they certainly leave a mark, don't they? Go back to that one in 1986 against the Patriots. Beyond dominant. The entire season that way. Finished it off in the Super Bowl. Here, they just want to find a way to win and add another trophy to Chicago.
The 2023 season has one game left. Here we go. Super Bowl 58 underway from Vegas. Pushing through tacklers at the 30. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. So here comes the Raider offense now onto the field. And a glance here at their quarterback, standing 6'3".
And no doubt he's living out a dream right now. He's had dating back to his first days of playing football as a kid. But he certainly can't get lost in the moment right now. There's still a Super Bowl to be played. And his offense, they're looking to him to be their leader. You can take it all in when it's over. Right now, you've got the biggest game of your life to win.
They'll bring Renfro in motion right. And they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. So from the 37, here's a 2nd and 4. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. On the ground, this is Jackson. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Here's 2nd and 7. Again, it's Jackson as he'll stay on the ground. Takes this to the 45. Not much space after that broken tackle.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Out Out of the gun now on third down. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 35. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that earns him a fresh set of downs. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want to throw body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping in one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
Here's Jackson, and he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. He'll look to throw. Renfro bringing it in over the middle. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. His second catch of the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a first down. They'll run it with Jackson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
They're going to look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. Understandably, pass rushers keyed up for this Super Bowl, but you can't do that.
And let's face it, no one wants to lose one of these quarterbacks early in this game. So you know they're going to be protected by the officials.
And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. Second and goal from the 1. Jacobs again. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs taking it in from a yard out. And the Raiders are on the board first here in this Super Bowl. Now, CD, there didn't seem to be much resistance there down near the goal line.
Yeah, partner, from what I saw there, not a real good job of matching up defensively, because to me, they looked like they were just in their base 3-4 package. You need bigger bodies in there in a goal line type situation. The 3-4 fine between the 20s, but not down here when you're guarding your end zone.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it was capped off by a touchdown run from Josh Jacobs. On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. Returnable here for Hester. Now Hester will get a shot. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. And they will be led out by the youngster, the rookie, their QB.
And he spoke very eloquently and passionately on media day about what a victory here would mean for him. He knows this just isn't any other game. This is the kind of game that stays with you for a lifetime. If there's anyone on this field tonight who's most ready for this moment, I think it's this man right here.
Here's Williams throwing to start the drive. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
Now a 2nd and 10. Off play action. Williams. Looking left side, and it's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. First down for the Bears, a gain of 15. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's a 2nd and 8. Moore, the man in motion. Williams, off play action. And that's going to be incomplete. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Back to throw. Williams. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. Call it a loss of 4 there on the sack. And speaking of the number 4, it brings up 4th down now.
And we all know how talented this guy is who's calling the signals for him. But even the best in the game, they can struggle against a good, cohesive zone coverage. Can't find a gap in the secondary quick enough, and he ends up taking a sack.
On 4th down, Chicago brings out Trenton Gill. On the return, Jackson. 43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. 2nd down and 3. They'll set up to throw. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down. Back to throw. That is caught. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
But you just knew that these rushers were eager to do that today. Put him on the ground. Their plan? Introduce themselves individually to this rookie quarterback. They set a load a big way there with a loss of double-digit yards on that sack.
After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. They'll drop to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. That brings us to the end of one in Super Bowl 58. Much more to come from Las Vegas after this. 7-0 is our score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Back to throw now on 1st down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
They will run straight ahead with Swift. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Now a first carry for their fullback. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Brandon, you know, we talk about having wrinkles in a game plan. That was a fold right there. How about that play? Being able to change things up. You think anyone else on the team's going to get the ball, and in that situation, they surprise everyone and give it to their big guy.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll let the QB keep it here off the option. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Boy, the pursuit there, terrific from the linebacking core.
Oh, it certainly was, because so many times on an option play, you'll see a linebacker make a beeline for the quarterback and then zip, one cut, and he's grasping at air. But this time, he locked in on him the whole way, took an excellent angle, and his grasp came up with the quarterback.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Operating from the gun, Williams. Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And 3rd and 8 now. Looking to throw. Williams. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Now Mason Crosby on for the field goal. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. The kick by Crosby is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to turn his defense. The firemen, go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Vegas offense ready for their next possession. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 46. They'll look to throw. Got a man. It's Brown.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now 2nd and 5. They'll set up a throw. This will be caught once again by Brown. 3 catches for him now in the first half of this Super Bowl. It's a 1st down. Now a handoff inside. It's Jackson. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for a Las Vegas 1st down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to find and complete it to Renfro. And down inside the 15 he goes. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. Well, that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
7 yards left for second down. Ball at the 10. Here. It gets it right back to Mayer. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds, right at the 3. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Back to throw again. They shakes him off, but he can't get away forever, and down he goes. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
Like the footwork back there, and I thought he did a pretty good job of evading that first wave of players. Tried to buy a little extra time out of the pocket, but in the end, oh, that was a tough one.
Yeah, winds up getting buried for the loss. Fourth down, and on comes the Raider kicker, Daniel Carlson. From the left hash, this from 34. The kick by Carlson is good, and they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the two teams here in the first half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. Now Williams to throw on second down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
They'll come up now 3rd and 3. Back to throw. Williams. Oh, this will be incomplete. Instead, it's 4th down.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. That'll be a 47-yard punt, officially 5 on the return. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
It's complete to Brown, right side. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Looking to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That's caught out left side by Casper. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He finds his man complete. It's Brown. 3rd and 4. They'll look to throw again. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
I believe this is what you would call growing pains here, partner, because this defense obviously took the challenge facing the rookie, and they wanted to help indoctrinate him to the NFL. So now the big question is, can he answer that challenge and rebound with plenty of time remaining in this game?
The Bears going to take over now late in this first half. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
And that's not a play that you see all that often at the start of a drive, but some teams, they don't mind doing it. And that one, well sold by the offensive lineman. They showed the pass, and then they got out into space, able to get some good blocks downfield and allow the play to be successful.
Williams now on first down. And he'll get this into the hands of Swift once again. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. A big play there on the catch and run. 38 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Operating from the gun, Williams. He rifles complete, caught by Moore. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Here's Williams. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. This defense has held on so far. Now from the 3, this is 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. Williams. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. From 3 yards out. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying up this Super Bowl. Well, with this rookie QB, we talk a lot about his ball placement and how good he can be at laying it right in there. I think we just saw, Charles, though, the strength of that arm. That was an absolute rifle for the completed touchdown.
It absolutely was, and let's face it, you think he was really ready to get that first touchdown? Absolutely. He threw that pass with authority, just as you described. Big-time arm right there, and let's face it, a lot of quarterbacks used to be pitchers in baseball. The fastball was usually their best pitch, and we saw it there.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. Taken at the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Raider offense heading back for one final first half drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. So it's halftime here on sports' grandest stage in the Super Bowl. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. What a season this has been. Hard to believe it ends tonight, as we'll get back to you guys for the second half of this Super Bowl in just a moment. It's been a tremendous season from beginning to end, and now we'll play one half of football to decide who raises the Lombardi Trophy. And for the call, let's get it right back to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. Returnable here for Hester. And pretty good field position here. He's out of bounds right at the 35. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. And through one half at least, this Super Bowl has been everything it was cracked up to be. All tied. What's your key for them, Charles, in the second half?
Simplicity, partner, because in the Super Bowl, with the extra time at halftime, I think some staffs get caught up in trying to design too many things. It's all tied up. They have to remember what they did to get here, put that back into play here in the second half, and I think they'll be all right.
Here's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Williams, incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first two throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum.
And the Raiders have got him. Khalil Mack with a big-time sack on third down. It's a loss of 7.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play-action sack. Here comes the Bears punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Bringing it in, Jackson left side. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6. Now a give, it's Jackson. And he'll push ahead for about 3 to the 36. 3rd and 2. They run again with Jackson. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Over the middle here to Brown. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Give them a 1st down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Throw left side complete. That's Jackson. So he stopped for no gain, and it'll be second down. He'll drop to throw. He fights it, and a big loss here as he's taken down. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up fourth down. Here's A.J. Cole now as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. Two-yard punt, 6 on the return, and the Bears take over. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively, just not able to get anything going. So what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Second and 10. Back to throw. Williams. That pass complete to Moore. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. So first and 10 now from the 30. Moore, the man in motion. Now a fake on the jet sweep, and off the play action, he'll look to throw it. Now he's flushed out left. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Second and 5. A give here to Swift, but this is going to be a reverse. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4. Now third down.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
Third and 9 here. Moore, the man in motion. Williams on third down. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
A couple of first downs have them to the 40 now on first and 10. Now a give right side Swift. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it second and 9. And he's going to use his legs here. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. He'll get 5 out of the keeper, but now it's third down. A little do-it-yourself run right there, and a nice gain.
And I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get, so he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. Moore, the man in motion. Now Williams off the play fake. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 26. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking to throw to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 26-yard line. And they'll send the tight end in motion. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. We are through 3 quarters of play here from Allegiant Stadium in Super Bowl 58. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And there's just 1 quarter that remains in this edition of the biggest game of the year, the Super Bowl, as we get set for the 4th quarter. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
As a linebacker, you're taught to stay just slightly behind the ball carrier just in case he makes a cutback. But when you find the gap, shoot it. And he found it all right. Took it straight into the backfield and made the tackle for a loss.
So 3rd down and a field goal from here would be right about 50 yards as they try to get closer. Looking to throw. Williams. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Call it a loss of 4 there on the sack. And speaking of the number 4, it brings up 4th down now.
How about that, partner? His 2nd sack of the game, and that puts him in some pretty good company. 17 guys have had 2 sacks in the previous 52 Super Bowls, but only 3 have had the record number of 3 sacks in this game.
And we've got the list here. If he gets another one and everyone behaves nicely, we might just list those out for him. The kick by Crosby is good. And they will take the lead at 13-10. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. And that often runs you into a penalty.
And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. On play action, they'll throw. He's got a man complete. And he he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A gain there of 30 big ones.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them the lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
Much more room to operate under after the big play. Here's 1st and 10. On the give, here comes Jackson. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd down and 8. Now back to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
That feels like an accumulation of the pressure we've seen all game. I mean, he's been on the turf a whole lot because of sacks. Eventually, something else happens as well, and this time it was a turnover.
Yeah, caught up to him. And now the Bears coming out as they get ready. They'll be hoping to work a little clock and try to add on to this slim 4th quarter lead. But whatever happens on this drive, certainly a huge fumble recovery by their defense at this juncture. Williams now. Following the fumble recovery, he'll throw. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Operating from the gun, Williams. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Swift going to try up the middle. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to swell the lead to 6. The kick by Crosby is good, and that extends their advantage to 6. It's 16 to 10. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field. And that last turnover could have proven more costly, but their defense only gave up 3. But now answering with a field goal doesn't do them much on this drive. They need to try and find the end zone. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. He's got his receiver, Cooper. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They run on first down with Jackson, and he is going to lose yardage here. Charles, they're trying to protect this lead late. Those are the types of mistakes they could afford to go without.
But the last thing you want to give them is help in completing a comeback, which is exactly what that penalty does.
So the penalty yards marched off on the face mask. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw here. He's got Casper over the middle. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 18 more yards there and another first down.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. This will be caught by Brown. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle. And the Raiders are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as strong running gets them to the 9-yard line. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. Here we go, 1st and goal. They'll run again with Jackson. They showed a little athletic juke, but then the daylight quickly closed. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. This defense not going to lag back. They come with pressure that time, force him out of the pocket, and the incompletion.
And so many times when you're watching a game, you're seeing the offense doing all the dictating. In this case, the defense said, we're dictating the terms, and turned it loose towards him.
Touchdown! Amari Cooper from 3 yards out. And the Raiders are an extra point away from taking the lead in the 4th quarter of this Super Bowl. Now they can boot it through on the always important extra point, and then their defense has to hold up their end of the bargain.
And there's something that you've pointed out in numerous games that we've worked. Okay, the excitement's going on. Everyone's celebrating over there. Who's calling up the defense to make sure they're focused, because they still have some work to do?
Now the biggest extra point of this man's life. And it is good, and his guys have taken the lead in the 4th quarter of this Super Bowl. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it's Amari Cooper who finishes it off with a touchdown reception. On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. Oh, some strong running. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. So now the Bears down by 1. A little over a minute and a half remaining. A field goal wins the Super Bowl, but work to do here on 1st and 10. He's back to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Being chased out left. And he will get out of bounds here as well. What a play. Big yardage. They stop the clock, and they move it to the boundary of field goal range as well.
Could this be the drive that ultimately wins the game? How about the initiative he just took there? Running with it after he couldn't find a throwing lane, and he drove them into range for a game-winning field goal with that play. What an opportunity they've been presented to come through with the win.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Now they'll give it to the first option. That's their fullback. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. On 3rd down, here comes Swift. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. 2nd down, 8 yards to go. And it's caught. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow, wow.
What a game this has been, and what a drive that was, Charles, to take the lead here late in the 4th quarter.
And partner, that's a job well done by everyone, from the players to the guys calling the plays. And if I may introduce just one downside to the mix, might be a little bit too much time left. Enough on the clock for a final last-ditch effort to try and steal this win away.
Now the Bears keeping the offense on the field and going for 2. And he will get into the end zone for the 2 points, and that helps. That gives them a 7-point lead. Needed a couple yards for the 2-point try. They go to the ground game, and it works.
And sometimes it's the exact right thing to do because a lot of teams play you for the pass, so you spread people out, decide to run the football. You often find good running lanes.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25. Now it's the Raiders' turn, trailing by a touchdown. 33 seconds to go. And they have to have a touchdown to level this Super Bowl as they come up on 1st down. He'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Back to throw. Oh, now a strip. He loses the football. And now this ball picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself. And these Chicago Bears have etched their name in NFL history. They are your Super Bowl champions. For the victors getting to hoist that Lombardi trophy, you know, we've talked to guys that have done it, and they say there's no better feeling in sports.
I don't know how there can be. The journey to get to this game is incredible. And then to finally break through and win it when all eyes are on this game alone because there's nothing else going on, that's just got to be absolutely amazing. The task, incredible. But the accomplishment, forever.
And they end this year just how everybody wants to end the year, holding the Lombardi Trophy. What a season for them. What a ride it's been for us as well here in the booth. For Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We will see you next season right here on EA Sports.